damaged. Or I go to the doctor, I'm like, okay, I'm having this issue. They're like, okay, I'm looking at you, everything's fine, your lab's coming back, and I still go back home and say, okay, they don't know what they talking about. They doctors, but they don't know what they talking about. Something is wrong with me. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I am Mercedes, of course, and this is an episode of mindfulness in makeup. And today we're going to talk about sleep hygiene and how important it is for your mindfulness journey and what it can do for you. But before we go any further, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, you put the bell notification on, and you take a second and breathe with me. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale in through your nose, out through your mouth. Again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Letting go of all of that tension. And I want you to know that I am so very grateful, and I feel privileged, and I feel honored to be alive at the same time and breathing at the same time as you. So thank you for breathing with me. Like I said, today we're going to talk about sleep hygiene, how important it is to your mindfulness journey, to your quality of life, period. And what some things that I am doing to implement better sleep into my daily routine. If you haven't seen my skincare routine, make sure that you go watch those shorts and interact with those, because I have done my skincare routine today. I freshly washed my face and moisturized. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with my products that I'm using. I'm gonna use the NYX Buttermilk Glaze Skin Tint. This is my summertime go-to. All summer I'm using this. I'm gonna be on the skin tint for the remainder of the summer because it's too hot for foundation. Sorry, it's too hot for full foundation. For full coverage makeup, it's too hot. It's gonna melt off, and I don't want to look like a sloppy cakey mess in the summertime. So this is my go-to as of now. I have been using it a few months and I absolutely love it. I love it. So we're gonna get started on that. First I'm gonna do my brows. Of course, my brows routine is the same. Using a Morphe pencil to slightly fill in. But I want to get started on the topic of sleep hygiene and how that is a part of your mindful it should be a part of your mindful routine, is investing in quality sleep, quality rest, because I noticed that a lot of people, and myself included, we sleep a couple hours, but it's not quality rest. We're tossing and turning. We're waking up throughout the night. We're scrolling on our phone throughout the night when we wake up. And in turn, we're not getting quality sleep. So just to kind of give a quick background, last year I had a traumatic birth story that I haven't shared yet. I may share it in another video, but I had a traumatic birthing process that really threw my sleep completely off. So I had to go through postpartum. I had to go through the mothering of sleep. Like, I didn't know that if even, like, you know, when you think a baby is keeping you up once you deliver, no, your body is just reacting that way. Your body knows that your baby has to eat certain times, so your body is waking you up. Like, so I had a very hard time sleeping. I was on a newborn baby's sleep schedule without having the newborn baby with me. So on top of that, I was scared to go to sleep because I had a traumatic experience. I was scared that I wasn't gonna wake up, so I didn't sleep. So I'm just now getting in a routine of being okay with going to sleep. That sounds crazy, but I am just now being okay with falling asleep and not being afraid that I'm not going to wake up. So I'm trying to invest in things that are going to make me have quality rest, quality sleep. Because truly, you cannot focus, you cannot do anything running off fumes. You need quality sleep. You don't need to be groggy and tired all day. What kind of life is that, to constantly be tired, to constantly be groggy and all those things? So I have been trying to invest in the sleep. Now, I did do a poll, and let me actually go back to it really quick. So I did a poll on my story, and I asked people what do they do, what are some practices that they implement to promote great sleep hygiene, and for them to let me know. And I got a few answers. So a few people said, so one person said they sip tea, take a shower, and music. Another person said their clean face regimen and taking magnesium glycinate before bed. Glycinates, I hope that I said that right. Someone said shower, light fragrance, and silk pajamas. So we all have a lot of things that we do that we unknowingly or knowingly do to you know, get better sleep. Of course, a shower is always one. I always want to make sure that I'm clean. I cannot sleep and I'm dirty, so a shower is always one. I also drink tea at night to help me get like a better sleep. Of course, meditation. If you don't meditate before bed, try it. It's trying to wind down. But as of recently, being that I wasn't sleeping at night and I have a hard time sleeping, I formed a horrible habit of staying up on my phone all night, and it is running me mad. I have to break this habit. I have to get off of this train. Let me out. And TikTok is a part of my problem. Just mindlessly scrolling at night, because at first I was just afraid to go to bed. So that's a habit that I am trying to kick. And honestly, to be honest, usually I could meditate and go right to sleep. With this habit of being on my phone late at night, meditation hadn't even helped. So I have to do more things to I have to get more disciplined about my sleep hygiene. Okay, so brows are basically done. So like I was saying, with getting more disciplined about my sleep hygiene, it's not only like doing things like taking a bath or drinking tea. I have to get really disciplined with my time. I noticed that even during the day, I'm mindlessly scrolling on my phone. I have to set a amount of time a day that I am allotted to social media, period. Because if I don't, I'm not going to be able to get quality sleep. Because even if I'm on my phone all day, you know, while I'm working or while I'm just doing nothing, do you know how long it's going to take for my brain to start to slow down from scrolling all day? I can't expect my brain to start to slow down and my heart rate to start to slow down within 1 hour. That's just not possible when my brain has literally been on a roller coaster all day. So limiting my time on social media, period, is a part of how I am trying to cultivate a better sleep hygiene pattern. And an app that I downloaded that I think is helpful, it's called Opal. It's the Opal app. Let me see. And today I've had too much screen time. So it's the Opal app. I'll put a picture of what it looks like on the screen. But it's an Opal app and it helps track. Of course, your phone has it built in where you can block out things like that. But I love the app because it gives you gentle reminders when you're, you know, thoughtlessly going into a social media app. It gives you gentle reminders of how you don't need to be on your phone, like, and how many times you picked up your phone to attempt to go to this app. It'll really show you how much of an addiction you have. That's what it is. It's an addiction. So I'm gonna go in with my skin tint. Because this is just a skin tint, I'm not gonna do primer, simply because I don't need it. When it's hot like Memphis heat, and it's Memphis heat, I'm not keeping this on. I'm not keeping this on long. It's just plain and simple. I'm gonna have to redo it because I can't stand touching up no sweated out makeup. And here you're gonna sweat. You are going to sweat. So I just put a little bit, and I love the way that it goes on. I have my stippling brush, and I'm just gonna blend that in. So look at it. Boom, bada bam. Look at it there. And of course you can put on as much or as little as you like. But because of the heat that I endure, I don't put on a whole lot of product in the summertime. I want it to look as skin-like as possible. So, yeah. So, discipline. So, limiting my screen time, of course, is one. I'm also thinking about investing in, investing in a sound machine that I can put on the side of my bed, on my nightstand, so that I won't have to depend on my phone. Because if I have to pick up my phone, I'm going to scroll. So I'm going to invest in an inexpensive sound machine that plays brown noise, white noise, ocean waves, rain sounds. Just a sound machine to put in the room. I already have a, what is it called? I can't get my words together today. Am I having a stroke? I have a humidifier by my bed as well, because that helps open up the breathing nasal passages so that you can breathe better and get a deeper sleep. So, like I said, we're at 3 things now. I'm losing track. We're at no mindless scrolling, more discipline on screen time. We're at sound machine so that I won't have to pick up my phone after I've already allotted the time of phone use. And then we're at a humidifier. I'm also going to invest in great pillows. You sleep better when you have quality pillows. Like the hotel sleep. I want hotel sleep throughout the week. I don't want to be in a hotel just to sleep well. I'm going to invest in great pillows. So, whatever. Because I have to sleep better. Period. I have to sleep better if I want to continue to live well. I don't care how much you exercise. I don't care how much you eat well. You diet well. How good your diet is. If you're running off 1 hour of quality sleep a day, your body is shutting down. Your brain is shutting down. I don't care what you say. If you're only running on that amount of sleep a day, your body and brain is shutting down. Because being dead tired sleep and having a good quality of sleep are 2 different things. Those are 2 totally different things. And I want to make that very, very clear. They're not the same. I want great quality sleep. Let me blend this out and I'll be right back. I don't even usually put highlight on my chin, on my forehead during the summertime. I'm moving too fast. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. bronzer, camo liquid bronzer. This is also my summertime. I'm not using a cream and I'm not using a lot. I'm just using a dot. You see those 2 dots? Boom. Dot there. Dot here. Dot here. Gentle swipe here. Because I'm not doing a whole lot. You know? Okay. So yeah, y'all let me know in the comments what you do on a regular basis to make sure that you get quality sleep. And I wanted to highlight how the brain just starts to always be in fight or flight mode when you are not getting good rest. When you're not getting good rest, nothing in your body is functioning properly. Nothing. I don't care. Nothing in your body is functioning properly. You're not at your best mentally. You're definitely not at your best physically. You're not able to digest and eat great foods. Even if you are eating great foods, if you're running off fumes, your body is not digesting it correctly, and it's counterproductive. Your body needs rest. Your brain needs rest. If you sleep and are always having dreams, every time you close your eyes, you're having a dream every night, horrible rest. You're not resting. Your mind is still going. And that's what I've noticed. Because to be honest, since I had my baby, I have not had a night that I didn't have a dream. I have dreams literally every night. And I wish I was telling the story. I have dreams every single night. There's not a day that goes by that I don't sleep. That's how I can tell that my brain is just going, like going all the time. I will have, but I haven't had like just plain sleep. I think I'm doing too much with this bronzer now, because I don't usually do this. Why am I showing out when I could on the camera? Why am I doing that? Oh, that's so annoying. And I hope it don't turn out ugly. But yeah. Another thing that I am thinking about investing in is the Oracle ring. I'll put that on the screen right here as well, because that tracks your sleep and it tells you the quality of the sleep you're getting. And it's much better than, you know, depending on my phone or wearing my Apple Watch to bed. I'm not wearing a watch to bed. But that ring is really cute. You can keep it on all the time. And it has an app that can tell you, hey, do this so that we can get quality sleep. So yeah, I'm thinking about investing in that. I'm going to see how well I do with just the Opal app, and how disciplined I can be with that before I invest in the ring. Because even though the ring is not super expensive, I still don't just want to waste $400 on something that I'm not even going to use, because I will do that. I will spend $500 and not pick the thing up, i.e. camera. Don't pick this camera up enough. But yes, I want to invest in that, because I will have better sleep. By the end of 2025, I will report back and say that my sleep has gotten a million times better. I don't want it to be too good. I don't want to be too sleep. But I do want better sleep. And to be honest, that's another thing with like anxiety and hyper, like having hyper thoughts all the time, is that I've had this problem. I've told my doctor, I've gone to the doctor about this. Like, I'm like, Doc, I can't sleep. And she's like, you know, it's probably your anxiety. You just went through a traumatic experience. I'll give you something for your, look at my eye twitching, eye jumping, horrible sleep. But she was like, I'll give you something to help, you know, a sleep aid. I won't take the sleep aid. I'm scared of the sleep aid. Don't put me on no medicine. I went to the pharmacy. I got prescribed the medicine for said problem. This is how, let me tell you, going through a traumatic experience, y'all, people don't understand. Going through a traumatic experience will ruin you, okay? And I say that because I know that I had issues coming out of this problem, like physical issues, like with my health. Did I just poop? So I knew that I had physical issues where I had to get under control. I had to exercise, I had to eat better, I had to get my blood pressure under control. But the mental part, like, I know that I'm having issues with my blood pressure, but I still don't want to take the blood pressure medicine. I'm scared that the blood pressure medicine is going to do more damage. Or I go to the doctor, I'm like, okay, I'm having this issue. They're like, okay, I'm looking at you, everything's fine, your lab's coming back, and I still go back home and say, okay, they don't know what they're talking about. They doctors, but they don't know what they're talking about. Something is wrong with me. I say, okay, I'm gonna let y'all prescribe the medicine. I can't sleep. Give me the sleeping medicine. Go to the pharmacy, pick up the sleeping medicine, and say, you know, I'm not taking this medicine. Why did you go pick that medicine up, Mercedes? Mercedes, why did you go pick that sleeping medicine up if you're not even gonna take it? I'm not gonna claim it. I was afraid, not afraid anymore. I was afraid of a horrible diagnosis, but I was also afraid of a horrible treatment, if that makes sense. Because I don't want the problem, but I don't want the treatment either. But I'm better. I'm better. I'm claiming in the name of Jesus, I'm better. I am better, okay? And we're gonna work on my sleep to solidify it. So I just put on, sorry y'all, I'm going all over the place. I just put on the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and this is in the shade Gorge Orange. I love e.l.f. if you hadn't seen, because for one, e.l.f. Camo Concealer, e.l.f. Bronzer, e.l.f. Blush, e.l.f. Drugstore me. e.l.f. me, please. e.l.f. me. So I'm just blending out that. And we're almost done. Because this is all we do in the summertime. We don't do all that. We don't do too much. We don't do too much. This is all blended out. I think it looks good. I'm going to take this beauty blend, this puff. I'm going to take the Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation Powder. And I'm going to set that under my under eye first. I don't know why, I just do it. And it comes out cute. So I keep doing it. Set that under. Set that here. And up here. And then I'm going to use Juvia's Place, the new Silkening setting powder. And then if this is in the shade Warm Honey, I use this. This is good. I like this. I like this a lot. It's very sheer, and I like that it's very sheer. And I'm going to stick this under here, and it does not over brighten my under eye, because I don't be want to look like a highlighted fool, you know. So set that there. Just basically all the places that I had concealer. And then I'm gonna go into bronzer. This is a very old bronzer. I need to update it. I need to get some more. And I'm gonna just go over all those out places, you know, with the bronzer. Just to warm me up a little bit, you know. But yes, y'all, please let me know in the comments. Please feel free to let me know what you do to sleep, unless it's a substance. If it's substance abuse, I don't want that. But I do want your suggestions on what you do to get quality sleep. And if you don't have a routine just yet, let me know what you're thinking about. And so, like how I just used that bronzer for the outskirts, I'm going to put that on my eyelids too. Because on days that I'm in a rush, especially in the summer, I'm not doing eyeshadow. I'm going to put some bronzer in here. Sweep that on there like that. So like that. And tap the brown voice. And then I'm going to go on about my merry ways and be in somebody's backyard with a solo cup. Listening to some blues. Okay? That's the kind of summer I want. That's the kind of summer I want. One where I look really toasty, really good. I'm well rested and refreshed. And, you know, we have a good time. We're gonna have a funky good time. So really simple. And then the last thing that I'm gonna do, well, it's not the last, close to the last as far as space is concerned. I'm gonna go in with the Juvia's Place blush palette. And I'm gonna go in with that towel color. This right here, this like orangey. And I'm gonna just tap that. Just ever so slightly, you know. Just tap that right here. And this is a Real Techniques blush brush. We're gonna throw on a tad bit of mascara. Which I need more of this. I'm out of this basically. I need a trip to Ulta, but I don't need a trip to Ulta, if you know what I mean. If you can relate. And then we're gonna go in with the e.l.f. gloss. And this is, no, it's a lip oil. When it's the summertime, I'm not doing all the, Look at that. That's beautiful. And it got shimmer. That looks, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. And that's it. That's my summertime makeup routine.